Hello, welcome back once again to howtocookgreatfood.com. On the menu today, we're going to make this lamb stew. We're going to make it super tender, fall off the bone. As you can see, it's looking delicious. Middle Eastern, Arabic, it's got some nice kind of little flavors in there. Got some tomato, garlic, chickpeas. This is good. Let's go. Okay, so we're going to go straight in today. So I've got my pan, I've got some olive oil there, and I'm going to drop in my lamb. Now what I've got here is some ribs, some leg. You can use any part you want really. Bone is in there, a little bit of fat necessary. All we're going to do at this stage is add a little bit of salt, some black pepper, and then medium heat. We're going to go for about 8 minutes, giving this meat a really big head start. And just give it a stir every now and then. Okay, so that's like 8 or 9 minutes, giving this a really good head start. This is not like a super amazing, expensive quality lamb. It's more of a stewer, so yeah, it needs that time. Let's get some aromatics in there, some home aromatics. I've got some cinnamon there, and I've got some cumin seeds and thyme. Give it a lovely flavour. We're going to add some powders to this as well. Let's just get those whole ones in now, along with 1 onion, which I've cut quite small, and a tablespoon of garlic. And again, we're not on a crazy heat, we're on a nice medium heat. We need to go for another 6 or 7 minutes. I mean, it depends on the quality of the meat you've got, but like I say, this is a bit of a stewer, so we're going to keep going and get it really super tender. Again, give it a stir every now and then. Beautiful, nice and gentle to get this super tender. Next up, we're going to drop in fresh tomatoes. I've got like 4 fresh tomatoes there, regular size. Try and use a nice juicy, ripe tomato, that's what we're looking for. And to that, I'm going to add some powders. Let's take a look at those. So I've got this size teaspoon, which is quite a large spoon, I suppose, coriander, turmeric, and cumin, and half of that of green cardamom. Be careful with green cardamom because it is a very pungent spice indeed. Beautiful, but very strong. Okay, again, medium heat, 5 or 6 minutes more. What we're looking for here is these tomatoes to cook down. They'll give off some liquid or moisture. Well, I hope they will. That's why we need to use a nice ripe one. And if not, we're going to add some stock or water. Give it a stir every now and then. This is going to be absolutely delicious. Delightful. And look at all the moisture that I got from my tomatoes. If you didn't, don't worry, we're going to add some liquid anyway. But first, I've got some tomato paste, 135 grams there of tomato paste. Let's just give this a little mix in there. I'm going to turn the heat down to a simmer right now. Now we've still got quite a way to go. There's still more ingredients to be going in this. I'm going to add a little bit of water. Now you could be adding some stock if you want. I'm going for water, not too much. I'm going to get a lid on this and I'm going to let it go for about 20 to 30 minutes. And I'm going to be keeping an eye on it. If it dries out at all, I'm going to be topping it up with a little bit of liquid. Like I say, stock or water. I really want to get this meat nice and tender before we start adding any other bits and pieces. It's looking amazing. 20, 25, 30 minutes. Take a look then. Give it a stir every now and then. Okay, it's been like 25, 30 minutes. Let me let some steam out here. And that tomato paste with the combo of the fresh tomatoes is really kind of deepened in colour. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to add some chickpeas here. Now I've got already cooked chickpeas. I'm using them from a can. If you're going to do that, make sure you wash them in some nice cold water. That water that they come in is not the best stuff in the world, is it? So give them a nice rinse out. And if you're using fresh ones, you're going to soak them and then boil away. I think that's probably better than what I'm doing. I'm just using the canned ones. Well, they're really convenient. Wow. Okay, so I'm going to stay on a nice low heat. I'm going to go for another 10 or 15 minutes. I really, really want to go gentle with this. I want that lamb to be super soft. All right, let's have a look now, shall we? Some steam out. Beautiful. Now, I'm pretty confident, and you can see that bone just sticking out there. I'm confident that this meat is now tender. And that's when you can add a vegetable. And I'm going with these green beans or fine beans, or French beans they're called. You could be adding some eggplant if you wanted, zucchini, something like that. And instead of chickpeas, if you wanted, you could have had some potatoes. Both work really nicely. So still on a nice low heat. I'm just going to go for about 5 more minutes and I think we're done. Okay, off goes the heat, off comes the lid. Now we did at the very beginning add some salt and pepper, but you might want to check that. I might add a little bit more. I'm fine. That is looking just divine, just really, really good. I don't want to overcook those beans, those green beans. One nice little crunch on them. Let me get that on a plate. Absolutely steaming hot and just wonderful, super tender. Like I say, you know, we took a while to cook that, didn't we? But it's really, really worth it. Absolutely delicious with some rice, with some bread, however you like. Hope you enjoy that. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, please. Do give us a thumbs up. Do leave us a comment. We like to know you're all good. We'll see you soon. Lots of love.